Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Let's get right back to it. I believe we were making our way through the map, but we were still close to the bottom. Ooh, I think I was supposed to change up my party members, but oh well, I have to do that next time. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so let's see, where were we? We finished this, and right, we did the Houndheart campsite. Yeah, we were supposed to get rid of Sela, but that's okay. I can do that next time. I'm not gonna bother going back. Let's just continue on. Let's see, can we get past this blockade? Ooh, I didn't check to see. They've got a strength of 2. I've got a strength of 2. Can I recruit anybody else right now? Not really. I mean, I could, but nah. We're going to go ahead and make it happen. Hopefully. We'll see how this goes. Alright, starts out with the archers. You know what? I'm going to bless all my peoples. Boom. Alright. And yeah, let's work down these guys. Kaka. Alright, speeds them up. You can speed them up if you like. I could care less. Yeah. Archer again. Pow. And yep. That deals with that. And then he can... Let's get this guy down some. There we go. 3. And then archers. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of him. Oh, not quite, but close. Ooh, 12. That was unfortunate. Alright. Yeah, let's take him down some. And yeah, let's go ahead and kill him. Alright, and let's go ahead and 10 perished. Oh, come on, that didn't. So he's gonna get one more free swing. There we go. Alright. I need Cure Wound stat. Doom, 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 doom. The outpost of Villarith Ford has recently been taken after a vigorous assault. The cultists are dead, and the Crusaders of Mendev are going on an offensive for the first time after many years of passive defense. Alright, hey, we get a level up. And I always go for leadership, because if you can gain higher morale, then randomly your units will get 2 turns instead of just 1, which is extremely powerful in the right situation. Alright, and this is an army strength of 3. That's 2. And this is 1. Alright, cool. So we can go ahead and deal with that. Doom, doom, doom. Alright. Hey, one of these guys is an archer. Let's deal with him. And... Ooh, you love to see it. Alright. 2. Alright, and then he's gonna step up. 13. Can't reach him, so defense. Let him come to us, no big deal. Yeah, I don't like him being the one to run up either, so. Are you serious? And then he runs back? All I'm gonna do is light you up some more. Alright, so we know. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Alright. Huh, huh, huh. Huh, 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 huh. Okay. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had been enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessings of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death, and death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. Divine favors times 20. Divine favors are used to purchase clerics. And how many clerics do we have? Only 3. We'll wait till we have some more money and then get our clerics going. Alright. Oh, and it brings our camp up there too. Isn't that nice? Alright. I don't know if we're ready for this, but we're going to try it out anyway. But just so you know, I might end up having to backtrack. I don't want to let this gargoyle just wipe out my whole army. Oh, I forgot. This dude just runs up right at the beginning. And there's virtually no way to keep him from just ransacking my archers. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do this again. But okay, whatever. Let's see. Yep, that's a 1. And then I go here. That's a 4. Then I go here. That's another 4. And he runs around and just obliterates all my archers. I don't like that. I'm good on that. Thanks. Thank you so much. We'll circle back to you. All right. I ain't having to wait. I'm not adding more money. So here, we'll circle back to Samori. So when my army goes out here, they're not using perception, so they're not discovering areas. So even if you sent your army to a certain place, you still need to go there yourself to see little pop-ups like this. Alright. Enter. Nightingale Grove. I have no idea what this is. Boom. Okay.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Yes, ma'am. Get your hands off that. It's mine. I don't remember this at all. Yours? Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run! Oh, now I remember. Yeah, nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself.
Let the duel commence.
Some true seeing would be nice right about now. All right. All good, all clear? All right. Boom. What is in here? Hematite. It's probably going to be a valuable crafting ingredient when the full game is released. Masterwork dagger. Yeah, these guys got a lot of good stuff on them. I'll take all this. Take all that.
Forwards.
Sir William, Noble Crusader. Magic Essence for Storyteller. Awesome. Alright. Now they're all tired, but no. Oh, come on, man. You're not going to give me an exit at the edge? I hate when they make you go all the way back the way you came. Why can't I just have an exit right there where I'm at? Alright. So a couple of them are tired, but
Missed me already.
not exhausted, so we should be good to continue on. Leave. All right. Now. Nope, not resting yet. Let's continue on this way. Continue on this way. All right, that's all that's to be seen back here.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Absolutely. Quite lacking.
Remember my name.
Wenduog! Excellent. Handle business. And there we go. Come on. All right. Simba, you are the one true king. I actually really like having a leopard. This is my first time. I never did it in Kingmaker. I'm enjoying it. All right. Can we make it here and get some rest? That'd be nice. Nope. Encounter. Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally, and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid waters of the war wound. Damn, this guy is messed up. Commander, the man breathes heavily and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad, ambushed, beyond the river, help! I'm not going to throw him out. Yeah, remain silent and wait. Barely catching his breath, he begins again. Yanker and Kel, Hell Knight of the Order of the God Claw, under the command of Paralictor Regill Derringe. Our squad is under attack by demons far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knights! They supported the crusade more than once in our battle against the demons, despite their, Irabeth cringes, questionable reputation. We cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they're really our allies, then of course, it's just... Anivia looks Yaker over closely from head to toe. I kind of think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armor. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia who wants us to march to God knows where. Kind of smells like a trap to me. Yaker, who is attacking you and why can't you handle them on your own? Gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp and at our most vulnerable. Then they caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us. They just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Where's your squad now? Not far from here, beyond the river. It's not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armor and weapons, but we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, it will seriously delay our offenses on Dresden, and we will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Give me one reason I should help you. Yaker looks at you amazed. The Hell Knights are the formal allies of the Crusaders. After a pause, he adds, I cannot make any promises on behalf of my command, but under the circumstances, you must be able to convince our Paralictor to join your army. Hell Knights in our army? That's just what we need. What do my companions think? Your companions look at their guests suspiciously. Hell Knights. With allies like them, we've no need for enemies. If it suited them, they'd abandon us to the demons without a second thought. But we're not like them, are we? We have to save them. Why should we help them? They're the ones who waltz into an ambush so that they can get themselves out of it. The Hell Knights are heartless executioners. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like the devils. Shaylin, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hell Knights to their fate and continue our offensive on Dresden. Do you recall Prelate Halron? Well, picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. Do we need allies like that? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join our forces in return. We could use some fresh blood. Hell Knights? No, not for all the gold in the world. Don't you know what kind of people they are? One minute you're just going about your business, the next you're locked in the stocks, and there's a butcher in black armor standing in front of you. I don't know who these knights are, but if there are people suffering out there, then of course we have to help. It's what we came here to do, isn't it? The crow on her shoulder croaks resolutely, supporting her words. Huh? What? Nanio blinks a few times, baffled. This question has no scientific significance. What's interesting is how the water in the river, poisoned by the whirlwind, will affect this boy. With your permission, I'd like to examine him, or his corpse, in a few days' time. I will take the risk to help him out. Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please, send your reinforcements as soon as possible. I will go ahead and meet you there. All right. Get some rest. Doom, 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 doom. Right, and now get rid of Socio. So as you move through the map, your camp kind of moves with you at specific points during the story. But when you recruit, that's the most we can get from that, right? This will have to do. I don't want to wait forever. When you recruit, it's always going to start back here until you get up to the point you take Dresden. It needs a city for the army to come from. They don't just come from your forward camp. Alright, I combine the armies. It's out there in front. I kind of want to skip a day. I want to get the Hell Knights right now. Alright. Now, regardless of what the gargoyle does, we'll just have to make it work. Alright, he's gonna run out, of course. Everybody gets blessed. Ooh, I can attack twice. Well, well, well. I'll take some more of you. And what do we can't go that far, huh? Okay, fine. We'll go this far. Bam! Some more. Bam! Bam! So irritating. All right. Nothing he could do but try to attack again. Is there any way for me to be... Oh, he's blocked off. Some of my... this is bad. Oh, wow. Really wanted to stop this from happening, but it doesn't look like that's possible. And... I kind of want to just have him... Go, but it's not gonna matter that much. Yep. Oh well. What can you do? There we go. The tactics aren't that hard. You just need more people. If I went actually on the other side first and then swung back around here, that might have been better. But it is what it is. All right. Level. They're considered level 2. I'm considered level 3. Oh yeah, the skeleton stuff ain't no joke. This one actually isn't no joke either, from what I remember. But it says it's level 2. Let's go ahead and try it. All right. I think these guys have some sort of really annoying ranged attack. Right. But it all goes towards the cleric. Good enough. Alright. That's one. That's one. And actually, you know what? He's going. Whatever. Oh, cool. Cool. This is irritating. So many of them. Who do I dislike more? You know what? You need to be There we go. Out the way. And you, let's get you out the way as well. There we go. And then you, can you get him out the way? Yes, you can. Excellent. Excellent. All right, now this little bugger, and lovely. I could have healed myself and got my one cleric back, but whatever. We'll just roll with that. Not too bad. Not too shabby. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from demonic threat. So we got material points and divine favors. More clerics, and we got a level up. Only thing it lets us do is maneuver training, +2 bonus to CMD. Cool. And we got cure wounds, very, very important. Now our general can heal our units. Alright, that's level 3. Yeah, this is the one. We may not be able to do this, but we're going to see. Oh yeah, this is bad. They're all going that way, huh? And I'm just gonna defend. Oof. He lost 2 that time. Alright, so first of all, let's heal you up some. There we go, 4. Alright, now. How hard does this hit? Decent. Decent. And then, oops, nope. Kill yourself. Oh yeah, this isn't good. This ain't gonna work. Yeah, alright. This ain't gonna work. I have to come back and deal with them. It is what it is. I actually like the difficulty of it. You've got to kind of just pick your battles. Don't be afraid to have to come back. I think these 2 are weaker, right? They're level 1 and level 2. I'll deal with those 2 first. And then swing back around after I've got more army. Oh yeah, this one's level 1 as well. Yeah, so I got several things I could have done besides going down there. But I was already there, so I was like, man, it'd be nice to be able to just do this. But it is what it is. Before we go in, let's get her nice and leveled up. Alright. Teamwork feat. Oh, shield wall. Shield wall or precise strike. This bonus is not multiplied on a critical hit. Such as sneak attack. Her real issue is that she doesn't stand upright. We'll go with shielded wall. And okay. Crossbow, that doesn't do anything for. We're not making it that kind of build. I don't think any of this really does anything for you. So we'll just go with here. Always nice to have a summon. To tactics. Automatically grants your teamwork feats to our animal companions. Right. Okay, cool. And what's your deal? Abundant casting, right? You do also. Oh, wait. Don't you have? Yeah, you can get a second spirit. And let's see. Right. I seem to remember wind having another great way to defend you. Alright. We can deal with that later. Cool. Save game. There we go. Reliable readout. Let's get this done. So we can pick up another party member. And card through a bunch of gargoyles in the process. What's not to love? All right.
I stand ready. Something wrong? Yes.
This is 1 minute per level, 10 minutes per level. Right. Okay. That'll do for now. Looks like the Hell Knight continued to fight the gargoyle even from the air. They both fell to the rocks and perished. What you got going on? Commander, come here, quickly. From the mountain, you see a raided camp and two groups of warriors. One wearing white and yellow armor, the other in black. They are led by a tall man in white priest robes. Some of the warriors glance around fretfully, their weapons shaking in their hands. You hear the screams of gargoyles from above. The beasts are approaching the camp. Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again. Use cloaks and stretchers. We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people have to cover us while... 2 more minutes out in the open, and neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about, Crusader. But the wounded. Brutal. The one called Paralictor makes a barely noticeable gesture, and the swords of his troops execute the wounded. Problem solved. Retreat to shelter. If the man in white has anything further to add, his words are drowned out by the shrieks of gargoyles as they fall from the sky. Boom, 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 boom. The Paralictor will lead the unit to shelter. We need to get through to them. Sure. Oh, also, this is fine. This is fine. Ooh. Come on. Excellent. Ooh. All right. Anything over here? Nope. There we go. Oof. Does fear work on gargoyles? I need to test that out. I knew I could mop these people up, so I haven't bothered to really use it. But it'd probably be good to know.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
5 points. Still more left. There we go. The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground surrounded by the bodies of dead gargoyles. They are tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing at the human's clothes, and the largest gargoyle's talon has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. But before they died, he or his companions defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the war wound's horrific red and black sky. Her pale lips open as she exhales abruptly. The sun will never rise again. Even the sky here is cursed, and we along with it. Yeager, walking in the front, steps over the man's body without looking, but turns around at the sound of the woman's voice. The Medivian faithful break too easily. Oh, if all Medivian devotees broke easily, I would be much happier. Unfortunately, most of them have good health, unconquerable will, and a never-ending desire to moralize. Darren is jeering, but looks at the wounded woman with hesitation. He shrugs. She is not just wounded. I can see the signs of severe exhaustion. I wonder what happened here. Who are you? What happened here? I am a priestess of dauntless Iomedae from the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Ashes Strager, the head of our order. Sorrowful pride sounds in the woman's voice. He has led our forces on raids to the war wound many times, but this campaign, the gargoyles attacked a few nights ago. A vast number. We've never seen anything like it. Ashes organized our resistance with great skill, but while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the war wound, where it's nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies and set off back the way we came. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyles struck a second time. They snatched many of us away. I saw the pain on Ash's face as he counted the losses, but he managed to rally us. We continued our trek and soon came across traces of a recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers, to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help, having no idea they were Hell Knights. But we received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flags and a flask and a sack of dried bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sack to use as bandages. 2 flasks between all of us. A sack for bandages. Don't expect any goodness from those black tin cans. If you meet them, count yourself lucky if you don't end up nailed to the nearest fence post. What happened after that? The gargoyles attacked. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them and had us carry their wounded. But that monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. It's difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter while he stayed to cover our retreat. The woman exhaled softly. He was a strong cleric, but as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself, and he paid for it. That's quite a story. I can just picture it on the stage of a grand royal theater. Rustling silk, gold adornments, the tragic lead singing the final aria. Is it time for me to applaud yet? It's not often that you come across such heart-wrenching and theatrical plots outside the stage. You have excellent taste. When this war is over, would you care to accompany me to some fashionable premiere? You can yawn through the soliloquies, laugh at the robe-hopping actors, that sort of lark. Possibly. Then it's agreed. After the war, 6 o'clock sharp. Evil. Step over the woman and walk away. Yeah, you're done for. Let's hurry. The gargoyles could return at any moment. All right. Let's get some haste going. Excellent. Oh, snap. Who else is over here? Nanio's over here.
Time to share your treasures.
I love it. All right. You guys just need that. Even after the attack, the tents at the Hell Knight camp are lined up neatly, looking like they're ready for a parade. Select all. Don't need resting supplies. But health potions. You never know when you're gonna need health potions. Okay. There we go. Need resting supplies. Close that. Lord, nature. Demonic energy has polluted the earth, creating tremors filled with poison. Rough. Alright, and that's the entrance that we need to go through. Anything around on the other side? Nope. Alright.
Missed me already.
How much healing we need? Whole bunch of people. And now only one. Excellent. Quick save. Let's go. The moment you step across the threshold, you're targeted with pale yellow eyes. A gnome with considerable gray in his hair, dressed in black armor, lowers his head slightly. Knight Commander, I presume. Your glory precedes you. I am Regill Daringe, Paralictor of the Order of the Galled Claw, and temporary officer of the Joint Unit of Hell Knights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes. A Paralictor indeed. Impressive. The gnome interrupts Darren confidently. Are you in command of this unit? No? Then step aside and let me discuss the matter with the commander. A joint unit? Forcibly joint. Regill speaks with military precision and economy. The leader of the Order of the Sunrise Sword was unable to get to safety, which is not surprising, considering his, shall we say, excessive scrupulousness and sluggishness. Given the extreme situation, I took command of his people. Scrupulousness? Yeah, that is the correct spelling. Just great. Paladins and Hell Knights all in one troop. It's like catching the plague and the pox at the same time. Technically speaking, there isn't much in common between these events. While Paladins may truly not be frequent members of Hell Knights' orders, except for the Order of the Galled Claw, of course, the probability of contracting both plague and syphilis is not all that low. One would simply have to engage in debauchery during an epidemic. That is a crazy line of thought. Wow. Wow. My favorite pastime. Of course, Darren would chime in. Aw, Nina, you're no fun. Walter chuckles and sticks his tongue out at Nina. I saw you ordered your own wounded to be finished off. Indeed, Regill's answer is dry, almost disinterested. The gargoyles are clearly trying to capture as many prisoners as they could. I don't know the reason behind these abductions, but I'm not about to give the enemy what they want. That is why all my people were ordered not to be taken alive. And as for the wounded, we didn't have time to get them to safety anyway. What charming people. Yeah, those fellows in black make Horon look like a sweet old soul by comparison. Did you really give just 2 flasks of water to the Knights of the Sunrise Sword suffering from thirst, and a sack to use as bandages? Yeager, standing behind his commander's shoulder, rolls his eyes. I spared them the exact volume of resources I could sacrifice without risking my own people. However, the situation has developed, and I've already ordered they be given additional supplies. They are temporarily under my charge, and I can use their forces to rebuff the attack. They'll work for their water. Regill raises his voice and speaks emphatically, ignoring a whisper coming from a group of Knights of the Sunrise Sword. He seems to be reiterating his position for their benefit. Compassion is an amusement for the comfortable times of peace. It has no place in war. Agreed. Indeed, and particularly in a war against demons. Regill chuckles harshly. You hear some of the knights in white and yellow sigh sadly, but their sighs are drowned out by the hum of soft approval. We need to get rid of the gargoyles, then we'll talk. Agreed. Be ready, Commander. This attack may be worse than the last one. And here we go.
Let the duel commence.
Alright, so first and foremost, if you're ranged, weak. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Now, annihilate them. Down, down, down. I never did find out if scare works against them. Might as well do that now.
Legs are shaking. Peculiar.
Samori, stop running up. That's my fault. But hey, at least he's immune to the negative energy they're trying to use. Oh, it does work. Look at him, terrified back over there. Works quite well. Except now he's where none of my people can reach him. Come on now. And now we're blowing all the spells on this idiot. For real? What happens if I pull everybody back? Does that help? And Nino, what you doing all the way back there? Okay, there we go. Does that do it? Or am I back in combat if I go back up here? Nope, we're good. Well, where's Regill? Are they gonna make me do this fight again? That'd be annoying.
Have I pleased you?
Let's see. The skeleton of a man wearing armor from the time of the First Crusade. It's holding the skeleton of a child with strange proportions. And I can't read the rest because they just keep getting this combat log going. Here, wait, it's still here. A skeleton of a child with strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg.
Anything for you.
So a mongrel. Interesting. Alright, will they let me actually click on Regill, or do I have to do this again? God dog. Oh, wait, here. Can we leave and come back? And then everything would be fine. What about that? Nope. Ah, that's annoying. Oh, well. Or what if we load the autosave? Will that do it? There we go. Regill gracefully stows his weapon and places his hands behind his back. You two, check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messages immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner the better. He turns to you and nods slightly. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I'm quite interested in the events that occurred at the Great Garrison, and I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know about what happened at the Great Garrison? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who is capable of fighting demons effectively, then I am ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. Regill speaks pensively, as if talking to himself. But naturally, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the gods. You have every right to doubt. I usually don't trust strangers either. So we understand each other. Thank you, Commander. Regill nods, more to himself than to you. Is there anything you'd like to know before we move on to more serious issues? What are the Hell Knights doing here within the borders of the War Womb? The same as you and your army, fighting a war against the demons. The Hell Knights have always been a part of the Crusades from the very beginning. We don't answer to Queen Galfrey and we act on our own authority, but we serve the common cause. Discarded spawn have no place in the world we want to build. Regill barks off the final words. Funny, isn't it? Knights clad in black armor have been fighting this war from the off, but most people don't even know it. The faces of the Crusades is a Medivian paladin with the sword of Iomedae gleaming on their gilded armor. In that respect, my cousin Galfrey has a real flair for propaganda, I must say. What does Paralictor mean? I am the commander of this unit, and in the Order's hierarchy, I am 2 steps lower than its leader. In the territory of Mendev and the War Womb, there are few who equal my rank, but I am the most senior Hell Knight officer for many leagues around. What are you going to do now if the gargoyle attack? I will wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Regill narrows his eyes. Before we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Yeager steps forward and salutes with a clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked her to provide assistance. Regill nods. The reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Yeager, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. The young knight grows a little pale, but immediately salutes again. Yes, Paralictor. I wonder if it's foolish and overly harsh to punish Yeager for leaving his post when he did it to bring help. No, we're not going to do that. Evil, don't forget he abandoned his armor. We're not going to do that either. The Lich is not cruel in that way, so say nothing. Regill, who has watched you closely throughout the entire conversation, nods to himself. Now for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Kenebra has suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they've suffered. What are you getting at? These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with, but if I assume formal command over them, I'll be able to reforge them into weapons of reasonable quality. 1 or 2 might even become true Hell Knights. The rest will be put to good use as well. Do you really think these people will follow you after how you treated them? Though not the best, they are still warriors and knights. They know what discipline is, and that victory in war doesn't come without cost. Any among them who still haven't realized that aren't worth my time and effort. What does this have to do with me? A spark flashes in Regill's pale yellow eyes. I suppose, Commander, that for leagues around, from Kennebrez to Dresden, and from Dresden to the cursed city of Iz, at the heart of the world wound, all of this pertains to you in one way or another. You are the catalyst that shifted an age-old balance of power, whether you meant to or not. Your own future, and much more, depends on the decisions you make here and now, even the ones that seem insignificant. Lawful. I will support you and recommend that the Knights of the Sunrise Sword fall in under your command, but I will expect your support in return, Paralictor. The Lich wants more allies. He knows he doesn't have enough undead yet. I will gladly give my support to one who can effectively fight the demons. And now, let's turn to our orphans. Regill looks at the warriors in white and yellow, shifting cheerlessly from one foot to the other. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusader Order and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy, or that our war making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this: under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. The strong subjugates the weak. All is as it should be. Winterwald gives Regill an appraising look, until an even stronger leader comes along and unseats the previous one. Camellia scoffs. He's used to people following his orders. Then again, these sniveling cowards are used to humiliating treatment. They won't even consider testing him a little. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? The water, medicine, and bandages? Yells one of the knights in white and yellow. I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. The initiates of the Sunrise Sword consult with each other for a time, and then one of them, a young woman in knight's armor, steps forward. Thank you for your trust, Paralictor. We will stay and are ready to obey your orders. Fine. In due course, I'll review your troops and make any necessary decisions regarding your role in my unit. Regill turns to you. And now, Commander, for the most important issue, cooperation between our forces. We do have a common enemy and a common battlefield. You're looking at me strangely, Paralictor, when we discussed Jaeger's punishment and when we were deciding the fate of the Sunrise Sword. It's as if you're testing me. Regill lowers his head in a gesture that might be read as respectful. I do not believe I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you, both as a new, strong leader in the region and as a bearer of a highly unusual power. Of course, I'd like to know what's inside your head. One could say that it's my duty. My army and I are going to Dresden to free the city from demons. You can join forces with us. Regill rubs his chin pensively. Dresden? An ambitious goal, but most reasonable. Imagine how such a victory would rally all the separate bands of today's Crusaders under one banner, and we certainly need a base of operations inside the world wound. I stand ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you in your campaign. However, I would remind you that Hell Knights are outside of Mendev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only for as long as I deem that our goals coincide. It's a deal. Yes, Commander. My forces and Regill Daringe are at your disposal. I don't need to add him. I actually don't like the way he works mechanically in combat, but personality-wise and looks-wise, he's fantastic. Alright, that's done. And we are finished with that. Leave. And I know there's nothing down there that we can get to right now. Don't need to rest just yet. And now, of course, I do. So you know what? Go ahead. Wow, nobody with good divine services? That's something that's got to change. What's going on here? 10. Interesting. Scroll scribbling. All right. And I think this is a good place to stop. I hope you all enjoyed watching this playthrough thus far. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a like and any feedback you have in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video later this week. Take care.